how beautiful it is today. Do you hear that trailer house over there isn't creaking and the ladder is gone? That's because there was two people. I tried to record a video, but they were working over there all day and it was really loud. So I had to just delete the video. But there's Brucifer playing dead. Brucifer, you sunbathing in my dirt piles? But they fixed the roof. It was all peeled back. There was a couple people over there working on it. I don't know why they don't just pull that trailer out and dispose of it, take it to the dump, put up a free sign or whatever. Maybe somebody wants to tear it off and turn it into a long bed trailer, or they want the frame or something. I love that truck though. But they're over there putting stuff on top of that, trying to save that trailer. I mean, are you serious? Same thing with that roof. They piled all those rocks up on that piece that was folding. What, you don't have a hammer and nails? They just piled rocks up there. It's crazy. Like, I don't... Oh, there's that ladder. It's on the back side of the house. He just moved it over there. It's absolutely nuts. Just pull that garbage trailer out that's probably full of rats and just dispose of it. It's the amount of time that they spent in the last couple days trying to recover the roof and pull the metal part back. They wasted, like, if you would have totaled that up in just money and in their time, it would have been cheaper for them just to pull that out of there. So I don't know what they're doing. This is my sunflower garden. You see my feet prints. It's because I like walking through the dirt. My bare feet. So does my dog. Oh, but we do still have... What is that? Oh. Nope, that's grass. Something new. There it is. There's a seed from last year. I found another one out here. Oh, look at that. Oh, how beautiful. There's another one. Look how beautiful that is. Crabapple tree looks good. And see, it's red on the top. I don't know what's... But I have green down here. So I have one green arm, two green arms, and then maybe that'll slowly turn green. I don't know. Look how beautiful that is, though. You can really see the seeds inside that tulip. Which, my daughter has a tulip I need to go check on. There's my plum tree. Okay, so now the leaves are starting to go up. Yesterday they were pretty limp and just hanging. And I know it's going through because I just planted it like, I don't know, 10 days ago. So, and then it snowed a couple days in a row. And now that it's been super nice, so we'll see. And this was the first crab tree. I planted this one 2 weeks before I planted the one down there. And this one is a little shorter, but it was bushier, and it was the first one I got. And see, oh, I guess the leaves are turning green. It must take a while. And this bed is going through, because I did a lot of transplanting into this bed. That looks all right. I got that 10 days ago, left her in the house for like 8 days before I finally caved and came out and planted it. Looks good though. Oh, look at, like, it's like a sharp looking tulip. It has like, and there's a couple. See, look at this one. This one's super tiny. Oh, I've got a couple things growing back there, those purple flowers. And then over here, I noticed The asparagus is popping up. You can just barely see them, but they're coming up. Oh, there's a bunch over there. This whole bed I'm going to do asparagus, and it's got a couple tulips, which I doubt that will do anything. So, whatever. And then these are beets. I don't see anything in that one, but this one's got a couple. And that one has a couple. Got the toilet paper roll idea off of a YouTube shorts. This guy that always does like fruits and stuff. He's like, save the seeds and put them in, blah, 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 blah. And he said, do the toilet paper roll thing. Bad idea. The toilet paper rolls fall apart within a couple days. And in order for me to keep that together, I just had to put it in the ground. So unless you're planting, I guess if you want to put toilet paper rolls in the ground and then put your seeds in those. But I don't see. And last year I did those ones where you buy the they're like little garden pots, and then you can plant those in the ground. I had to dig half of those up. After my sunflower, I did it with my sunflowers. I did a whole entire row with my sunflowers and put the seed inside. It stunted my sunflowers, and only part of it degraded, into the ground, and I had pieces of it everywhere. And I guess if you're only going to plant once every 2 years, that might work out for you, but neither one of them were good ideas. So that's why I did the toilet paper roll, thinking, oh, maybe they will disintegrate faster, but then they don't hold together. So it's just, I don't know. Look at that. It's so beautiful. And I got a couple purple ones, which I planted 25 of those. Obviously, there's not going to be 25 in here. I had at least 100 or so, 200 of the red and white tulips. And then I only had like 24 of these orange ones, which I'm glad a couple of them are popping up, because I'm not buying from Walmart or Bi-Mart anymore. There's a couple more. It was I've wasted so much money at Walmart and Bi-Mart, and both of them, horrible. Absolutely horrible in the garden departments. Nothing lives. I either get them and they're already some kind of problem with they look great, and then after you get them home for a couple days, they just slowly, it's just garbage. I bought all these lilies. I spent $70 last year, 80 actually, on lilies, and I got these from Ace Hardware. Everything I bought from Ace Hardware in the garden department, even though there's not a big selection, has always been a success. And only one didn't pop up so far, and it was the orange one. See, that orange one. And it was pretty small when I bought it. I don't know what the deal is on that, but I'm glad. I'm just going to get one more lily. I'm going to wait for Ace to have them on sale again, try to get another orange one, and then call it good on that. This is looking pretty good. I know that can't possibly... What is this? That is not a marigold. That is a bachelor button that grew where I had a marigold last year. That's funny. Onions. I think some baby onions are popping up here, because I let that go. I let that flower every year. And I don't care if it takes over this bed. I'll eventually pull all the onions out of that bed and make that a complete lily bed. But I think I'm just going to let this one. I like green onions. I like this thing. I used to have this roommate a couple years back. Her name was Brooklyn. And she would, every once in a while, she would make me dinner, and she called it Korean beef and rice. And it was just a hamburger that she fried up. She would chop a lot of green onions in it and mix it with rice. And I don't know what all her seasonings and stuff that she put in it, but oh my gosh. When I would come home from work, I would just be so happy if I could smell it from the driveway. It smells so good. And I would eat so much of it. I mean, oh my gosh. I would, and this is the funny part. I would buy beef, rice, and green onions and just leave it, put them in the refrigerator and just hope. And she would do that a lot. And she loved it that I used to go bring home salads. I do these big salads. And she would love she fell in love with salad because I would do these salads. But I love salad. So sometimes like I'll chop up an apple, tiny bits of apple, or I always have sunflower seeds, cranberries. I'll do some peas, egg, carrots. I do a mixture of iceberg lettuce and spinach leaves. What else? She would put cheese on hers. I don't eat cheese. She would do cheese on hers. Sometimes I'd cut up chicken or whatever, because I worked at a really fancy restaurant. So I would do like a big, I could have my one meal. So I do this really huge salad with lemon slices, and then I would come home. I would break my salad in half. I would have that salad every day. I would just add different ingredients, change it up a little bit. I would bring it home from work every day, and I would cut it in half. As soon as I got home, I'd split it in half and leave her half, because I couldn't eat that whole thing, or I couldn't eat it all at one time, and if she didn't eat it, I could eat it later or whatever. I didn't care. And there was never a salad. Either she ate it or my son would come over and he would find it in the refrigerator and he would eat them. She loved them. So I really miss that Korean beef and rice. And ever since then, I've had this fondness for green onions. I still talk to her. She wrote me actually yesterday. Texted me yesterday. It was a few years back. Nothing grown in the mint thing. That's the other lily that I planted a year before I planted those. So I might transplant this. I don't know. And it's got like a little sidekick going on. That's a sunflower. I don't know how it got there, but... Oh, that was the other thing. When I was picking, because I come through, I guess I have to weed all these little sidewalks. And when I was weeding a sidewalk today, I saw a little sunflower. I don't know where it went. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. That is a sunflower. Which is in the middle of my path. I'm just going to let it grow for a while and see what happens. But that means that birds are dropping them, or a deer is dropping them, which means that they're spreading, which is what my goal is. So I now have proof, because that's in the middle of nowhere. And then I have a few sunflowers right here. Oh, I dropped baking soda. I need to rinse it off my sidewalk. My granddaughter's into scaring, so she got me. Oh, that's mine. I'll get to that in a minute. Look at my asparagus. I'm letting it go to seed so that it can drop its seeds, and then I can have more asparagus growing right through here. But it's looking good. Those are echinacea. And those, they don't do very good. Like, they bloom in February. And then the snow lands on top of them, and then they die. So I'm going to change my fence line. All this is going to change. I've decided. I've got my fencing ready. I have my stakes. I have to wait till my son comes back. And then I'm going to change my fencing. This is what I was talking about, the toilet paper rolls. Not good. Look how I've had to take other pieces of cardboard and push them together. And as you can see, they're not all the way wet, but because of this is like my little grow room. And then as you can see, I do these as well. This is like my little, I used to have 4 of these, but 2 of them I had to throw away this year because they just weren't enough to keep it going. They get rips in them. The zippers only last so long, especially when you're having them outdoors. So those are a few of the starts the early starts, like watermelon, squash, zucchini, cantaloupe, pumpkin. I got that idea to do the cardboard thing, and I just have little tiny pots, and I put them inside there, and it's just individual pots. But I tried it this way this time. It's not working for me, so next year I'm gonna have to go take off my shoes and socks. I need to walk through this dirt. Oh, it's so nice. It's super nice. Even though I'm walking on sunflowers. Oh, and then he goes and lays on it. I know. In another day or two, I'm going to see, there's a seed that I can push into the ground. There's another one. I will block it off and we won't be able to walk on it no more. Won't be able to do that no more. But I like my sidewalks to be dirt, and my son was asking me, do you want to change them do you want to put gravel or, but no, I think I'm going to stay dirt. I mean, I know I have to weed it all the time. As you can see, my granddaughter raked for me. But I like it, and eventually I'm going to put up another fence the full length of the garden, and I'll have this brown stuff. We'll go all the way around this piece so that it blocks the wind. And I want to plant clover on this side of my fence. And I don't want the clover spreading over there if I can avoid it, because I kind of want to keep my lawn over there. But I wanted a little bit of lawn over here too. But because it was supposed to match with my garden, like a free-flowing thing. Look at this. I have planted so much. I'm going to do clover because I'm tired of planting seed and spending a lot of time pulling weeds out. Like right now I don't have a lot of weeds, but I have a couple right in this little patch. There's a weed right there. I don't have a lot of weeds that grow in the grass because I keep it. But these bare spots, I just can't seem to get, no matter, and even when I let the grass itself go to seed and try to, it just doesn't seem to work. Did my neighbor, he sure did. Look at how lovely he is. Oh, he did the entire block. He came and mowed all of this. Oh, look, he didn't want to get too close to my fence. How sweet of him. Now I'm going to have to think of something that I can do for them. I know what I Trying to think what I could do. Send his wife a bouquet of flowers, but that doesn't help him. Like, I'll have to think of something that I can. Maybe I can do a bouquet of flowers and a $20 bill. Well, if I could figure out how to fold a $20 bill into a flower, and then he gets the $20 bill, and then she can have the flowers. That would be a perfect idea. Now I'm going to have to learn origami. Good thing there's YouTube shorts. And I could find one. Alrighty. This is how it's looking. Look at all those weeds right there. Ugh. Although my granddaughter told me that she really liked, she likes coming over here and running through my purple flowers and taking her little Barbie horses and galloping them through it. Is hilarious. It's a good thing my dog goes to the bathroom over there and over by my wagon. So she has the enjoyment of playing in the weeds. All right, bye guys.